Hi, it's Nick on the 19th of January with the 5th episode of this week's theme about the power of leading with heart. I wonder if many of us can really honestly say that we feel we're fluent in heart, the language of the heart. My experience is that most of us are brought up really to value thinking and logic and reasoning. And they're great and we need them, we really do. And I think there is also another intelligence, and that is the intelligence of the heart. It is the wisdom of the heart. And how does that speak to us though? I think it often speaks to us in hunches, in intuitions, in feelings, just sensing things to be right or not so much wrong, but just like off track. So I think often we're very trained to override that sense of heart that is in us. I think it's in all of us. I think all of us have that sense of heart. Excuse me. And the wisdom of the heart and the language of the heart. I think often we've been trained to kind of override it, not to trust it, to learn to try and sideline it, because often I think we can often find it a bit scary to hear what our heart is saying to us, because it's often calling us to correct, I think, the course that we're taking in some way. It's seeking or inviting us to change direction or return home to ourselves in some way. So that often seems scary, because when we listen to our heart, it kind of goes, you need to change something, and you kind of go, whoops, is there another voice I can listen to? I just carry on as I am. So I think, paradoxically, the voice of our heart and the language of our heart often actually triggers some fear. It actually triggers some resistance. I don't think that voice is fearful. I think it triggers our own fearfulness. It triggers our own resistance. So therefore we often, don't want to listen to it, or we listen to it, but then we don't act on it. So I think part of our journey in leadership is learning to understand the language of heart, if you like, to speak fluently in heart. It is like its own language, and we do need to understand it. We do need to decipher it. Some of us are good at that, some of us are not so good at it. I think all of us are learning it to some degree. So that's today's thought. How are you with the language of heart? I'd love to hear your thoughts. God bless. Have a good day. Bye-bye.